After applying your water, you want to go in with your coil defining cream. What does coil defining? Hi ladies, welcome to Hair by Lydia K. Today, let's talk about curly hairs. Curly hairs comes in different types. Curly hair comes in loose coils and in tight coils. For the loose coils, you have coils like deep curly, you have your deep wave, you have several other coils that are loose curly hairs. And when it comes to your tight curly hairs, you have hairs like pixie coils, jerry coils, kinky coils, and stuffs like that. Just note that they are all curly hairs, but you have some that are tighter than the other, right? And pretty much they have the same maintenance plan. Yes, you maintain this hair the same way, whether it's a curly, it's a tight coils, or it's a loose coils. Okay, curly hairs are high maintenance hair. They are not the kind of hair you buy and you just expect to be like that. And not just your curly hairs, every other hair texture. But for these curly hairs, you need to be more deliberate about maintaining, your curly hairs. Curly hairs thrive better and they look better when you spray water on them. There's this spray bottle I'm very sure that most of you must have seen. You need to spray water on your curly hairs. Most curly hairs, in fact, all curly hairs like water. The second thing that your curly hair likes or needs is a good leave-in conditioner. You need a good leave-in conditioner for all your curly hairs. So there are several types of leave-in conditioner in the market. So all you need to do is get something of good quality that works well with curly hairs. Don't go and buy all those cheap leave-in conditioners or all those very cheap ones. They won't work, and to me, I don't even recommend that at all. So there are some reputable brands that, I'm going to list, right? Or I'm going to show you so that it will better guide you when buying your leave-in conditioner. There are times when people say all they need for their curly hair is water. There is no way you would, want a good curly hair or well-defined coils without applying other things like your leave-in conditioner, your mousse, and your curl defining cream. Water alone can't do the magic for you. That is why if you are the type who you've been using just water to define your coils, this is what happens. Once you apply water, the hair comes out or the wig comes out to be very fine. And after the water dries off, it goes back to its original state, looking very puffed up, looking, unattractive. After applying your water, you want to go in with your coil defining cream. What does coil defining cream? What it does is that it keeps your coil for a longer time. When you apply a good coil defining cream, there are plenty of them out there. And after doing that, you want to go in with your mousse. Your mousse helps to keep your coils much longer. Note, when you are combing your curly hair, you don't want to start from the top or even any hair texture. You want to start from the bottom, from the tip, right? And you comb all through to the top. This makes the work and the combing much more easier. You can wear your curly hairs two different ways. You can wear your curly hair fully combed out. When you know you want a very full look, you can comb out your curls a bit, to make the hair look fuller, and, finer. Some people like big hairs anyway. Then for the second look, you can define your coils by applying all these hair products that I've talked about and also using your curly brush comb. There are combs that are made for curly hairs. The fact that most times your curly hair is covering your neck, right? There is tendency that you're going to sweat on that part. And once water touches your hair, the hair, it gets tangled, right? So your curly hair is prone to tangling at the back. So what do you do, when your hair is like this? You need to, first of all, go in with your spray bottle. Spray water on that back part. Spray it very well. Then go in with your brush, starting to comb from the tip, from the bottom. Don't comb your hair from the top. When you comb your hair from the top, this is what happens, right? You struggle in combing, and in the process of combing, the hair start pulling off because you're applying too much pressure when combing. So it's advisable that you start combing your hair from the tip to the top. Then after detangling, then you can go in with your coil defining cream and go in with your brush. I hope you find today's video helpful, and see you in my next video.